with wherever you are wanting to go in life, be it in physical form or be it in spiritual form. We are all on a journey, different journey, but yet we're all connected.
Yeah.
So fascinating just to know that, right?
It,
And
it
we
is.
are live.
And we're live.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, Uma, how are you?
Very good. How are you? I'm so happy to be here.
Good, me too. Thank you very much for taking the time out and joining our regular session, this time at the regular time. It is a pleasure, and it's a beautiful day today. It was actually yesterday as well, and it's like that. How they call it, Indian summer or Indian? Yeah, Indian summer. There were few days cold, and now it's so beautiful. Uh, I hope that the sun won't reach my uh, full of hair and it will reflect. Thank you, and thank everybody who is watching us and who will watch us in replay. And it is a pleasure for both of us to be here and to explore the new, um, I would say, uh, fields, the new areas of law of attraction. But I know that you're gonna hold me to start our breathing technique, right? Okay, this time I'll take the heat.
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
And let's see where it goes. So as usual, feel comfortable, sit comfortable, stand comfortable if you stand, and let's do some movements. So we try to exhale all the tension in our body. Just rotate your head comfortably. Don't force it. It's your just how you do it. And then the shoulders. And try to feel that any tension and everything that it holds, bones in
Yeah.
muscles, it just goes away because you want to go for it to go away and to be relaxed. Take it a little. And now let's start with the breathing. And I would strongly recommend to close your eyes because we're gonna do a different exercise today. And we, with eyes closed, you will be less distraction. And take a deep breath in through your nose, as deep as you can, and hold it as much as you can. And then exhale to the mouth slowly. Let's take another breath in deeply and hold it. And exhale slowly. And one more time, comfortably, take a deep breath in and exhale slowly. Now, keeping your eyes closed, let's do an exercise of realizing where you are, living in the moment. Acknowledge your chair, the floor, the room, the surroundings. And with your mind's eyes, just look around and just acknowledge it. Be aware of your surroundings. While slowly and comfortably breathing, draw your attention to your mind. Just flip that mind eye inside and try to catch your thoughts. Try to see what are there, where are they coming from? Is there any thought? Don't try to hold them, just embrace them, welcome them, and let them go. You'll be surprised that there are some thoughts that you never thought that they will be there, but they are. They are coming and they are going because you let them to. Increase your awareness of your mind. How does it work? Where are these thoughts coming from? Where do they go? Maybe they are coming from the universe and they go through the universe. Be aware that they are not coming back. One thought at a time. Now let's focus back on our breathing, on the air coming in through the nose and filling up the lungs. Let's take a deep breath in and hold it and let it out slowly. And we will take another breath in, and as you breathe in, slowly open your eyes and be aware of your surroundings. And exhale slowly. Excellent.
That was so
You
beautiful. I
came
must
back.
say, I'm sorry.
We came back to
Yes.
reality, to the surroundings, and it is so amazing um, that you can see if you look in the mirror, you'll see your eyes watering.
Yeah.
It's just because that's where you detach yourself for a moment from the present, from the surroundings, from the room that you are in, to somewhere else. Is that part of the universe that we live in, and we don't realize that a lot of times, right?
So that's exactly what being in a state of mind. For me, that is called meditation. Between your body is present, right? And your mind is like wandering with thoughts, correct?
It's actually free, right? I don't think it's wandering, like a ball all around.
Right.
It's just,
But the thoughts come and go. So,
yeah.
but what is in between the body and the mind, the space that we get to be in is, for me, is meditation. So where the thoughts are on their own, the body's here,
Oh,
but we are in that space, that zen, that the yogis, or they call it dhyan, focusing. So that focus, but yet we are not focused 100%. We're not focused, but we're in that zen of space, that call it maybe empty space, but yet call it clouds. I don't know, but that's how I visualize it. It's the, when I always talk about being seeing things from your third eye, and the doors are opening, the light is bright, and you're in that state of mind.
Interesting.
One can do this from anywhere. It doesn't have to be in any kind of form, like a sitting posture, but with all the research that has been done, says that sitting posture, when you sit, you know, um, with your legs crossed, right, your body, your torso is aligned. When you're sitting up, your root chakra here, it's straight up connected to God, divine, universe. So you feel more of that frequency, and I don't know, it just feels right. It's the empowerment, right?
Yeah.
Meditation is a process, and it gives us that empowerment, that feeling, right, that we always seek. At times when we are doing things and we're like, oh, I want that feeling. When people are, when we're in love, what a beautiful, beautiful feeling,
You are in the
right?
clouds, right? As you said.
Yes. So
Yeah.
it's also like when I travel and when I look out the window from a plane and I see the clouds, and then when I'm driving and I see the clouds, when I'm sitting outside and I see the clouds, I automatically go into that space, and my eyes are open, but I automatically go into that space. So
Because
it's a process.
your experience, yeah,
Yeah.
it's already you train yourself. It's a way of living, way of being, right? And you can switch from one state to another right away. It's just because you are trained to do that. Before we dive in, because this is so important subject, law of attraction and the power of meditation.
Yes.
I just want to acknowledge that Corina is with us as usual. Thank you for being with us. Nice to see you again, and let's dive into a very dear subject of us, which is let me see, law of attraction and the power of meditation. Now, let's establish that law of attraction and power of and meditation, they go hand in hand.
Yes.
They are so correlated, so embedded in one of each other, right? In order for us to manifest something, we have to be in that state of meditating or of detaching from the real worries, real world, real sound, real smell, touch, right? Although it influences us all the time. Um, Now, when we want to meditate, I'm not a great meditator, and I like to relax, and which is one form of meditation. But you said, what are the are there any requirements in order to, let's say, I'm preparing to meditate? What do I have to do? Kick out everybody
See,
from the house?
because our mind is so, it's very active, right? So finding a space for yourself, for me, that's important. Finding a space that's quiet, out of all the kind of chaos of the world. But again, that can be overcome too with practice, that one can be in that chaos and still not
Isolate.
the right, the physically the body's here, but they're in the zen. So of course with due practice that can be achieved, but I think removing yourself from all that chaos and of the world, fixating yourself, like, I mean, I prefer sitting with your legs, but even if your feet are on the ground, you're still connected, right? But as long as you're kind of sitting up. For me, I think I always mention keeping my eyes closed. That really helps me to focus, so that way my eyes are not wandering. Again, it all comes with practice, right? So when you close your eyes and start taking deep breaths, again, the breathing and the focus of the breathing helps me personally to focus more, because that way my thoughts could be coming and going, but I'm not focusing on that. I'm focusing on my breathing, because I want to make sure that I am breathing excuse me, the way I want to, because
Mhm.
there's so many different types of breathing and breath work that's out there. But if we're just doing even inhaling and exhaling, and I love it when I say that, let's take that breath and run it through our mind, our eyes, you know at, but when anybody would like to today's practice that you did, we're so much focused on that breathing that I am running it through, that it's going, the thoughts whatever, but there are no thoughts. And
Yeah.
that's the state that we want to get into, is the here and now, right? I'll give you guys an example. When I was taking one of the courses in my graduate school, um, the class itself was counseling theories and here and now. It was the most difficult class for me, yet I learned the most out of that class. Why? Because the teacher said the only one thing she said was that you have to be present. Whatever issues you have, it has to be happening right here, right now. You can't discuss anything that happened yesterday or in the past or even this morning or even an hour before or 5 minutes before the class started, or what it is you're going to be doing afterwards. She was like, I don't care. I
So
want you
it's actually
to I want you to talk about what's happening right here, right now in the classroom. We're all
so
looking at each other and we're like, wait, what are we going to talk about? But that's when you realize that, what problems do you have right here, right now? Do you? Do we?
yeah.
No, because we are always focused on the past. We bring up past. We live in the past. You know, it present is the most important, yes, but yet we still so fail to live in the present. We are constantly either, oh, I'm going to do this tomorrow. Oh, I can't wait to get there. I can't. I struggle with this on daily basis. I want to live in the moment. Again, I am saying it's difficult. No, for a lot of people, it's not. They live in the moment. And I love that. But again, everybody's journey is different.
It's just
So,
you kind of shift away to the past and to the present. So the purpose of meditation is actually to feel in the present, in the moment,
yes,
to detach yourself for everything that is distracting physically, mentally, spiritually, and be with yourself. The more on the scale 1 to 100, you want to reach 100 to be with yourself, right?
yes,
It is amazing how you describe that the spiritual, the mental thing, you detach, and the higher that space in between the physical and the mental, the more I don't know, serene you feel,
yes, yes,
right? It
Yes.
is amazing. Now I've noticed that a lot of people when they meditate they stay in lotus position, which I cannot because I'm too fat for that. So and also
Practice,
well,
practice.
practice, and there is also this thing that they put their hands like that.
Fingers and hands, yeah.
Is there a significance for that, or is it a
So,
requirement?
so there is. I mean, we can talk about that maybe in the next session. But when you actually just do this, you feel the vibration. If you focus, you feel the vibration.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
interesting. I wish I had a Van der Graaf machine to see how much static energy is in between. But you feel you're right. You feel.
absolutely, absolutely. Because we're all energy, right?
Yeah. Huh. I never thought
So
about
there are
it.
so
Interesting.
many meanings behind it. There are so many things. So that helps with the focus and sitting the posture, all of that. So it helps with you are kind of connecting, right?
Hmm.
So it comes in a full circle. It's like a eight, right? When we are sitting in that lotus position. So
I
it
know
kind
you
of
mentioned about the
ties it
eight.
all together. I'm sorry.
You mentioned in one of our previous discussions on or offline about the eight and the shape of the infinite. Now, let's say that we find our comfortable position, lotus or whatever, and we are prepared. There is a quiet space, and we are prepared to go into the meditation state. Now, how do you do that? What do I have to do with my mind?
See, a lot of people use music, and we've talked about music. Music is so powerful. Um, just using the music in the background can help a lot of people. A lot of yogis, a lot of gurus, spiritual leaders, they use the word om. So when you say the word om, it basically purifies everything in your body and it just connects. So it's like om.
So is that the energy of the vocal cords that
Right. Everything gets kind of connected and also helps you focus. So when we're focusing on the breathing, sure, that's great. But when you say the word om, I literally like feel it, the vibration of it going through my body, and I'm just focused on it. So you could, I mean, yogis, they can say just one word om for very lengthy and stretchy time because of their practice,
Mhm.
right? So
Wow.
saying it and then kind of traveling it down. Maybe next from moving forward, maybe we can try doing our meditation with the word om
Yeah,
and see how we all feel, right? Because it's all about trial and error and see what works for everyone, right? Because again, in the school system, when I practice, I do have to do with the breathing because some people consider om as like it's a spiritual, it's targeted to one specific religion, or it could be seen as that, even though it's just, but again, I'm not going to get into that. But so that's why I do the with the breathing. But we can certainly start to practice with the word om. We can,
mhm,
people chant. So say om over and over again, and you will feel that
the
zen
vibration.
and that power and that uplifting, that empowerment. It's
Yeah,
it's amazing. Yeah, you feel like, okay, you're surrounded by all this, but yet there isn't anyone else, but it's just you and God, or you and the supreme being, you and the universe. That's it. There's no one else.
yeah. It is that transposes you to a different place
Yeah.
where you feel that connection. And
Yes.
I'm um, Corina is asking. Tell her that Om means in Romanian language. In Romanian language, actually, Om means uh, human being. Om. I am a man. Man is Om. Women is Om as well. So OM is a generic definition of a human being, a humankind, and
Isn't that beautiful?
it is amazing. Well, it's spelled differently. It's just OM, but when you pronounce, um, the sound is the same as Om, as you said, OHM or Om MM or whatever. The sound is the same. Now, going back to meditating, um, you know, I'm wondering when you meditate, and how do you connect that with manifesting, with law of attraction? Because you meditate to feel in the present, to feel yourself in connection to the universe. And we talk about just be aware of your thoughts, but don't hold on to none. Now, how does that work?
See, because when you are in that Zen space, and like I said, it's just you and the universe, it's just everything is yours. So, what is there to ask? What is there to get? Everything is yours anyway, right? Everything belongs to you. So, when you are in that space, I personally do, I don't ask because I don't have anything to ask because I have it all. I have received everything.
So it's actually
So
when you go to that
it's
state,
just the feeling of gratitude. It's the feeling, the overwhelming feeling of with emotions to get there and just be grateful for it. It's like I don't need anything. I've already received everything. So it's just like, thank you. That's it. I'm getting choked up.
it's no, it's amazing because that tells the that you're really living it. It's not like reading from a book or a definition or whatever. It's actually we try to experience or re-experience from our experience, right? We try to
Yeah.
share all of these things, and we just had another life about business and everything else, and it is a huge shift when you talk about material things and the business and how somebody would like to start a business and so on, to another side of ourselves when we actually there is a huge connection in between, because that's what it helps us to achieve whatever we want to achieve, right? And
Right.
there is a saying that the shortest uh, uh, path in between the 2 points is it's actually a geodesic curve, but in 2D it's a straight line. We try to find a straight line in between the purposes or our um, goals or what do we want to achieve, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Of course. It's
Corinna asking by Zen, do you mean ether? Ether. Now, I think this is a very important topic for our next session because we are running out of time. It's already 30 minutes past. It is so uh, complex, I would say, the Zen um, concept, because it is a concept. Is
Yes.
right. It's
Yes.
not just a word or an object or a subject or something. It's a whole concept of um, meditating and achieving the higher state or the higher purpose or the higher self, I would
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, it's Dion. You are focused so much that there is nothing there. So that blank space of nothingness, but yet everything is in that empty space that fulfills us and gives us that enlightenment, that powerful feeling of, wow, I am connected, I am with the one, you know. So, yet there is nothing, but yet everything is in it.
Exactly. I was about to say that there is empty in brackets because it's not emptiness. It's actually fullness that we want to be there. Thank you very much for being with us, Corina. Thank you, Umar. Really appreciate it. I think um, our session for today is unfortunately finished. I know we could stay for days talking about this subject and this topic, but I would challenge you to let's continue the next Sunday in our next live to continue to talk about meditation and all the concepts connected with that. I am European, so I'm not. Um, our history is more with the battles and with conquers and with growing crops and whatever. Not so besides the church and everything, and not so deep spiritual as, for example, Indian culture and Japanese culture and Chinese culture. In so in that spirituality and research and all of these, you know, diamonds of knowledge and practices that we can use today, right?
I mean, I'm very fortunate that I was born in India. I came to this country at the age of 11. So whatever I learned, but I've always been so attracted to the religious aspect of everything, and chanting. When you hear the music and the chant, it just takes me right away within split seconds. It just takes me to the Zen or the other space, and it's just so beautiful to be there, and to enjoy, and then come back to this reality, and then it's like, it just brings awareness to makes you think, okay, what is it that I want to give more attention to? What do I where my focus should go to? Because as humans, we get fixated on little things here and there, and then we continuously think about those things, and then it becomes bigger and bigger, because then we start to attract those things, right? So on and so forth. But yeah, like you said, we will definitely continue this topic next week. I can't wait. Thank you all for being here. Much gratitude to each and every one of you. Please do share your comments, and feel free to share this live with whoever you think can you know benefit. I don't know if there was anything that was said that was helpful, but if there was anything, please do share. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Uma. And as I said, the sun is showing up on this side of the world. So have a beautiful Sunday
Yes.
and a wonderful week. We will
Thank
see you
you.
soon.
Yes. Bye bye, everyone. Thank you.